Hey everybody, it's the BrainScratch comms team, or should I say just Ryan and Lewis here.
2/3 of the BrainScratch comms team, yes.
Because we're waiting for Johnny to get on, even though it's an hour after the time we said we would meet up.
Yeah.
So
It's totally not boring, sitting in front of your computer doing nothing for an hour. Right?
So in order to amuse ourselves while waiting for Johnny, we decided to list off a long list of Evil Overlord, or how to be an Evil Overlord tactics on tvtropes.com, or .org, whatever it is. And it's a full list of about, 250 or so. I'll put the links to them in the description, I guess. So I guess we'll get started off with number 1. My legions of terror will have helmets with clear plexiglass visors, not face-concealing ones.
Will they be able to aim?
Well, I don't think it'll help their aiming ability, but at least they'll be able to freaking see.
But that's not important. Will they be able to aim? Because
it won't help if they're all if they all suffer from stormtrooper syndrome.
They should at least be able to, hit a man standing, not even making any evasive movements, just, casually chatting on his phone. That should be an easy headshot.
Number 2, my ventilation ducts will be too small to crawl through.
Metal Gear Solid, anyone?
Yeah, also known as the anti-snake rule.
To be fair, Foxhound did not build Shadow Moses, but still.
Yeah, I wonder how many heroes would be foiled if they had simply made the ducts too small to crawl through.
How about this? If you're occupying a base that you did not, have a hand in building, at least post guards at all of the ventilation ducts.
Yeah. Number 3, my noble half-brother whose throne I usurped will be killed, not kept anonymously imprisoned in a foreign cell of my dungeon.
The only thing I'm thinking about is Bosch. So, I got nothing.
I got nothing either.
Bosch, they had a reason for keeping him in prison. They were blackmailing someone. But yeah.
Number 4, shooting is not too good for my enemies. Yeah, the James Bond cliche.
Yeah, especially, shooting in the head. In fact, if you wanted to take that too good for my enemies thing, you could, if you were thinking about it enough, you could twist that around to say, melodramatic slow deaths are too good for my enemies. I'm just going to dishonor them by shooting them in the eye.
Or the least you could do is shoot them in the leg so they can't run away.
Yeah, and then dumping them in an unmarked gravestone in a ditch somewhere.
Right.
Did I say unmarked gravestone? Unmarked grave, sorry.
Number 5, the artifact, which is the source of my power, will not be kept on the mountain of despair, beyond the river of fire guarded by the dragons of eternity. It will be in my safe deposit box. The same applies to the object, which is my one weakness.
Didn't Voldemort try that one, though? Wait, no. Yeah, well, I think
essentially.
Yeah, he kept it, well, it wasn't his safe deposit box, but it was someone's safe deposit box.
Among other places.
And something else that kind of qualifies as a safe deposit box. And to be fair, they were clever hiding spots. It just so happens that he had an enemy who could read his mind.
And his past thoughts.
Yes, okay. Number 6, I will not gloat over my enemy's predicament before killing them.
Again, the James Bond rule.
Yeah, you know what? Take the Sephiroth approach. Just drop out of the sky and stick them with your sword. The kind of thing that Naruto should be doing.
If he were a ninja.
Never does.
Or a black star. Number 7. When I've captured my adversary and he says, "Look, before you kill me, will you at least tell me what this is all about?" I'll say, "No," and shoot him. No, on second thought, I'll say, "I'll shoot him," and then say, "No."
Yeah, you know what? Has that ever happened in an actual movie slash game slash book of any
Oh, I'm
kind?
sure in some parody movie it has.
Someone should do that in a serious story, you know? In an actual dead serious villain situation. Someone should do that. In fact, I'm probably going to do that if nobody does it first.
Yeah, I'm sure someone's done it somewhere. We just can't think of what it is.
Uh,
Number 8. After I kidnap the beautiful princess, we will be married immediately in a quiet civil ceremony, not a lavish spectacle in 3 weeks' time during which the final phase of my plan will be carried out.
huh.
That would save a lot of hassle.
Maybe Bowser should look at this list. Yeah. Number 9. I will not include a self-destruct mechanism unless absolutely necessary. If it is necessary, it will not be a large red button labeled Danger Do Not Push. The big red button marked Do Not Push will instead trigger a spray of bullets on anyone stupid enough to disregard it. Similarly, the on-off switch will not be clearly labeled as such.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Yeah, yes it is. Yeah, and you know what? Let's also add a caveat to that. I will not add a self-destruct mechanism to my missile base that can be triggered by simply banging on the computer console hard. Final Fantasy 8.
Damn it, selfie.
Alright.
Number 10. I will not interrogate my enemies in the inner sanctum. A small hotel well outside my borders will work just as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good idea too.
As long as you have plenty of guards there to back you up.
Yeah. I guess the point is that if they escape, they're not, just in the best place to screw up your plans.
Yeah. Number 11. I will be secure in my superiority. Therefore, I will feel no need to prove it by leaving clues in the form of riddles, or leaving my weaker enemies alive to show they pose no threat.
So the first one is the Riddler, and the second one is... who did that? Well, just about every generic supervillain ever imagined, but yeah, I don't remember any specific ones.
I'm sure there was one in Dragon Ball somewhere.
Probably.
Well, technically Vegeta did that against Cell.
Well, yeah, but that was because he wanted to let him get more powerful so he could fight him. Kind of a boneheaded move, but at least there was logic behind it.
Not necessarily, whatever.
Well, he had something he wanted, and he went for it.
And got his ass beat. Number 12. One of my advisors will be an average 5-year-old child. Any flaw in my plan that he is able to spot will be corrected before implementation.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably a good idea.
Also known as How to Stop an RPG Hero.
Alright, 13. All slain enemies will be cremated or at least have several rounds of ammunition emptied into them, not left for dead at the bottom of the cliff. The announcement of their deaths, as well as any accompanying celebration, will be deferred until after the aforementioned disposal, also known as the Harry Potter dilemma. Voldemort dragging a still living Harry Potter into Hogwarts, still thinking he's dead and all that.
It's like you could check his pulse, maybe. It's like two fingers.
Someone did. Someone did. She just lied about it.
Who was it again? I can't remember.
It was Malfoy's mother.
Oh. Well, okay. At least he had reason enough to believe her.
I suppose, except that he wasn't exactly on her good side.
You're incredibly soft right now.
He wasn't exactly on her good side at that point, so I wouldn't have trusted her.
Yeah, as all the good things go, if just do it yourself.
Yes, indeed. Well, he was afraid to approach, but other than that, yeah.
Number 14. The hero is not entitled to a last kiss, a last cigarette, or any other form of last request. Yeah.
Can I at least, have a last, cheeseburger or something?
Bang.
Please? Damn. Ouch. That's cold, man.
Number 15. I will never employ any device with a digital countdown. If I find that such a device is absolutely unavoidable, I will set it to activate when the counter reaches 117, and there you go, just putting his plan into action.
Yeah. uh,
It would
Yeah.
stop all of the 0.01 seconds left. Save the
Yeah,
world.